back, guys, to this week's vlog. It's going to be an after work riding vlog between me and Happy. I'm grooming him right now, and then I'll get on and ride, and hopefully he's a good boy today. Alright guys, we're going into our second week at the new ranch. This was probably my first real ride that I did on Happy that wasn't just, you know, playing around for 20 minutes or going out and hacking out. I tried today to warm up doing a lot of trot work just because there was somebody else in the arena and I don't know people here yet and I don't want to just start off hand galloping my horse. So I set him out on a looser rein than usual and got him trotting and trying to just get him to stretch and relax over his back. He felt a little tense and a little bit sucked back, and that's kind of how he felt on Saturday as well when I rode. He was very sucked back, not very forward, and kind of hard to get moving, which is how Happy used to be when I used to ride him. So it's not really shocking to me that he's doing this again at the new place, but we're working on it. This ride, he was really, really soft once we got warmed up, and he felt really good. He had some stiffness in that left hind that comes and goes depending on the footing in the arena, because one side has like a deep valley where lesson horses go, and the other side is very deep. So I do feel like, depending on where he was, he does sometimes have a very short stride with his left hind, but that's also where we normally have issues anyways with his PSSM. That's usually where it comes up. So he is on a new feed that I'm trying, and I actually really, really like him on it. I think his muscles are getting loose again, and he's looking really good. But might have to evaluate adding another supplement for protein if it's not enough for him. But I'm thinking that after this ride, I'm hoping that he will be a little bit more supple and a little less stiff. I think that just because we really haven't done anything in 2 weeks, that some of the stiffness is due to that, not really having any useful stretching and suppling type rides. So that is how this ride is going so far, and I will come back in for a voiceover in a bit. Okay, as you can see, we worked on a lot of walk and trot transition and a lot of just trotting and trying to get him to move his body and stretch down into the contact. I wanted to work on walk, and I will continue working on walk with him, because whenever we walk, he just assumes that we're done and gets into this slug walk, which is horrible to ride because he's so behind the leg. So I decided that we're going to start working on our walk more. The right lead canter wasn't bad. I feel like he was still a little croup high and weak and not really lifting and using his core as much as he could. So a lot of my canter work both ways was canter a lap or two or a circle or two, and then trot, and then go back into canter. The right lead was a lot easier to ride than the left lead. There are some clips of the left lead in here. The pivo was having a hard time with me once it started getting darker, but the left was just really not great. The right, I felt like once I got him moving out a little bit more and letting him go, he got much better. I feel like Happy in this ride got very, very hung up on when I asked him to use his hind end or asked for like a little bit of collection or a little bit of holding himself together. He really sucked back and it felt like he almost got like confused or was like, I don't know what I'm doing, which is weird because I feel like he does kind of know what he's doing. So, and that really only happened at the canter. So I felt like today or on this day that I rode, I wanted to make sure that he was going to just move out and not get sucked into the canter. So the slow canter that he like runs in place on his forehand, like kind of like that. So I was trying to push him out, get him moving, get him lifting, and just stretch out his back as much as we could because I feel like that was kind of where our issues were stemming from. But he did a really good job, and we ended up ending on a really nice lateral work after our left lead canter, and then, well, we did trotting lateral work. And then I did a cool out walk where I tried to get him to stay as straight as I possibly could. He really likes to throw his shoulders, as we all know. So I tried to walk up and down the rail and just get him to stay straight. So it was a really good ride with us, and I think I might come back in one more time for a voiceover. Okay, so this is our cool down lateral work. We only did a couple laps because he was really listening quite well and I felt like we were doing a really good job. But what I wanted to point out was I figured I would put on my Equilab for the ride so you guys could see like how long we cantered, trotted, and walked and like what I had to say about our ride. Like I said prior, we focused on stretch and relaxation and he was really good. Minor weakness to the left lead canter, but not at the trot. And I'm still thinking it might be due to that right hind that he banged. I don't know if he got cast in his stall or something, but there's no heat. There was really no lameness. He's just a little bit short behind, and I just don't know exactly what's going on, but I'm assuming that it's getting better because I'm not seeing any indication that it's not. The swelling's almost gone. I do think that it might be his lumbar because it did have a slingshot feeling when I first started riding him and I first got on, and that was kind of indicative in the past of it being his lumbar area. But yeah, that was a good ride for him, and I think it was a good ride to get stretched and feel like a lot more loose at the end. And I felt like he looked pretty happy with the ride in general. He did not look like he was stressed out. So this also shows the distribution of turns that we did and the speed. So if you guys like that, I'll keep doing this. I don't mind putting in my ride details into the weekly vlog if it's something that everybody kind of likes.
Look at that loveliness in your hair. Come here. Well, come here. Do you think you need carrot? You were excellent today. Yes, you were. And say yes. Bite it tiny. Don't need another incident like on Sunday. There you go, handsome. Good boy. Yeah, really good. Yes. Okay, go back to your hay. You say, oh, more carrot, please? No.
Alright guys, we had a really good ride. He was very, very good today. And even though he was a little bit stiff, especially going to the left canter, I haven't watched the video yet, obviously, but he had a little bit of weakness I felt in his right hind. So I'm thinking that had something to do with how hollow and hard he was to get going to the left at the canter anyways. But our trot work felt really good once he warmed up, and our walk felt good on our cool out session, and it was all really, really pretty good, honestly, for probably our third real ride here at the new place. So yeah, he's doing really good. He's a good boy. He's having his dinner now, so I'm gonna finish up with him and then I'll catch up with you. Alright guys, well, I forgot to get a video after I rode in the car to break down everything, but I think my voiceover, as always, Wrigley's here. I think my voiceover has kind of explained everything. Happy was just a little bit weak behind and was kind of lacking in the forward. Wow, Wrigley. And so I think that that just was due to not really having a lot of really good rides that he could stretch and like work through his back, which is very important to him with his muscle disease. So I'm hoping when I go out to ride on Thursday that everything is good and he's feeling a lot better. I wouldn't say anything was really bad about our ride, but it just felt like a very typical PSSM type 2 ride for me, especially when he hasn't really been out to ride. He's been out in turnout, but not out to ride seriously in like 2 weeks, honestly, because like I said, our rides at the ranch so far have just been really easy, like getting used to the arena, getting used to the property kind of rides, and nothing where I really required much of him except for today and this ride. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments, and please like, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Thank you so much.